Hi, this is Anthony. Welcome back to my show. I'm truly honored that you've come. People put a lot of effort into YouTube channels, and I have, and it's flattering that people watch my videos and respond to them, leave comments. So if you haven't already, I'd really appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button. And when you see something that you have an interest in, like it, hopefully, and leave a comment. Let's take a look at my video. So there's what the homepage looks like. If you ever want to take one of my surveys, if it doesn't already pop up, if you're a subscriber, this is what pops up. My most recent poll is about Nora. I've already talked about this, so I'm not going to talk about it today, but it looks like 34% of the people believe that Nora Ames, OnNoNora, is a positive force in the movement. 34% think that she's a toxic troll or has become one. And almost as much, 31%, thinks that it's a complicated, nuanced situation. So check out that and my other videos or polls. Let's take a look at some stuff here. Okay, so this is the last month. Sometimes it's interesting for people, not everybody, but interesting for people to see kind of the back end. Let's look at the lifetime of my channel. So I didn't get monetized until about this time, and it looks like I got $180. In fact, I got about $130. And by the way, if you're not familiar with how YouTube works, this is considered royalties rather than miscellaneous income. So if you do work for somebody and you do less than $600, usually they don't give you a 1099 and you don't have to pay taxes on it. With royalties, if you make more than $10 in a year, you have to pay taxes on it. So I got a 1099 recently, and I have to pay taxes on it. I think that there was only about $130 that I made before my channel became demonetized. And I'm not quite sure why I lost the monetization. I'll tell you, part of that number that you see here was money that my channel would have made after I got demonetized. So what happened is you have to make $100 before they'll send you a check. So if it takes you 3 months once you become monetized to make $100, then after that 3 months you'll get your check for at least $100. So I got a check for maybe $130 or so, and then after that I was making like $6 a month, and then I got demonetized. And there's a process that you could go through to dispute that. I went through it. It still denied me, but it doesn't tell you exactly what it is. And I'll talk about this later. Nobody's watching this for this content. Anyway, so I've gotten 16,000 watch hours, 286,000 views, so over 250,000 views, and that's kind of exciting. So let's look at the community. Okay, so I just wanted to go through and respond to some people who have left comments. This one says, I've only followed Leah, Mike, and Aaron. A few years ago, something happened with a woman and I unfollowed Aaron. I'm not a fan of Aaron. He has a lot more healing and self-introspection to do so he doesn't hurt himself or others. XO. And I agree, and I think a lot of people agree with you. Thank you for that. This one here is about the D.B. Cooper case. I'm going to skip that one because I'll make a separate video for that, because probably a lot of people interested in Scientology aren't necessarily interested in unsolved mysteries. This person says, all of you stop it. You're just destroying yourselves. I don't know why this nonsense keeps showing up in my feed. I've unsubscribed everyone. Please stop destroying yourselves. Life is too short. Don't you want peace? If yes, it means walking away from the drama. Try that, please. And I agree with you. But on the other hand, from the perspective of people, especially like Nora, her channel feeds on drama. Her supporters and viewers seem to feed into the drama, and so it's reaching a segment of the population, the viewer population, that wants that. So while I agree with you, I can also understand why Nora doesn't stop and why other people are attacking Nora or Aaron or other people. This person says, and they may be from Scotland, welcome if you're from Scotland. Regardless of who started the conflict, Nora's channel is nothing but toxic. It used to be dedicated to taking down Scientology. Now it's about taking down Aaron. I don't care about their personal beef or how bad a person Nora is or how bad a person Aaron is. Let's just get back to the business of taking down this abusive cult. And whether it was heartfelt or not, at least Aaron tried to put an end to it. Nora doesn't seem interested, which just makes me sad. And on another note, they don't have to talk to each other. They just have to stop talking about each other and get on with the business at hand. And I totally agree with you 100% on everything you said there. And I think a lot of people agree with you. The problem is, if you were in a conflict with somebody and they kept on posting things that were untrue about you, I think that you would feel obligated, especially if what they were saying was quite egregious, that bordered on slanderous or libel speech, you might respond to it, and then that just feeds into it. So walking away sometimes is a little more difficult than it might seem. But again, I agree with you. This person is a supporter of Nora. It looks like Nora is not the problem. She is highlighting abusive situations. And certainly calling attention to Aaron's abusive behavior. And I think that Aaron has had very problematic behavior with some women. I think some of it is more difficult to determine if he was 100% at fault. I think other behavior, certainly in my opinion, towards Jenna, it appears to be, pretty much on Aaron. So I think that it can be appropriate to call out that type of behavior, but once it's been called out, do you need to keep on talking about it? Do you need to pick apart other things? And I know both sides are picking apart who said what and did what on various videos from years ago. So they're kind of keeping that going. And also the copyright strikes bouncing back and forth. Some of those seem legitimate, some not so much. I don't think that either side is perfect when it comes to the copyright strike situation. I had a poll about tax-exempt status for the Church of Scientology, or for all churches. This person said, how about a charity tax status? For every $3 spent on the cause, you subtract $1 of taxable income. Then they are taxed at prevailing business rates, corporate rates for taxable income. Okay, thank you. This person says, thank you for your professional manner in shining a light on the Scientology saga. I was not ever a Scientologist, nor I know personally anyone associated with that group. I looks like love upon Claire Headley in YouTube, and then followed ASL, Aaron Smith-Levin, to satisfy my curiosity. Then I watched Reese, Natalie, Jenna, and I've seen the good in all, including Aaron and the late Mike Rinder. However, none of these people are whole. Being raised without any spiritual guidance by a totally dysfunctional group and no family structure makes people damaged beyond repair. I learned all about Scientology. I care to know, and I have unsubscribed from all these channels. Wasting my time watching the soap opera is not for me. Thank you. I'll still be around here, and I really appreciate that. I think that some of the channels, are ones that people who may in the past have unsubscribed from, you might consider going back or checking them out. I think that Mark and Claire Headley's channel, from what I've seen, is informative. They're not going after people. I appreciate what you say here. I agree pretty much with everything. I don't necessarily agree, and I don't necessarily think that you probably agree that people are damaged beyond repair. I think that they can be repaired to a degree if they get some type of counseling. I think, a lot of these people need counseling. Some of them are getting it, but not everybody. But again, I agree with you pretty much there. This person totally agrees. Here's another poll. Not sure which way to vote. Aaron is a piece of something con artist. I don't know if he's a con artist. I don't think he's a con artist, but I could certainly understand somebody calling him that. And I think on occasion he might even agree with you when he struggles, especially on the occasions when he's either been drinking or some of his relationships with women. Nora has every right to expose and inform the public as to what kind of person Aaron is. However, I don't believe it's good for Nora to waste her time now that the truth is out. At this point, anyone who is still following Aaron isn't going to believe anything bad about him. Aaron is like a cult leader whose followers will follow blindly. Nora needs to move on and enjoy the positive things in life. And I agree with you for the most part here. I'm still subscribed to Aaron. I still on occasion watch his stuff. I used to watch almost every minute of it. I watch very little of it now. But if I'm going to be talking about these people, I have to know to a degree what they're talking about. And I think that on occasion when he's not attacking Nora or other people, when he's just talking about people that are still in Scientology, people who are in Scientology or who have left, but who have been abusive, not within the SBTV world, but I think that there is some information that can be gleaned from him. Although I certainly understand people that want to have nothing to do with watching his channel. This person says, yes, I really think that she should enjoy her life for sure. He does keep dragging her back in, though. She'll be done when she's done. I don't know if Aaron is really dragging her back in. If anything, they're both dragging each other in. I could see where one could argue that she's maybe dragging him in a little bit more than he is, but I agree for the most part. This person says, I would like to say that Nora doesn't have to believe in that any apology from Aaron Smith-Levin is sincere. It just seems to me to be insincere. He's losing subs by the thousands and he's willing to do BS. Sorry, Nora. I don't buy it either. She's protesting. She's important to the movement. That's it. Thanks. Thank you. I watched his video where he was talking about her accusing him of buying subs and people saying that he's losing subs. He's lost some, but he's not losing that many compared to the size of his channel. I believe that when he did his video where he said that he was going to reach out to her, that he was sincere. Somebody can be personally abusive mentally to women in his life, like Aaron has. He can be a hothead sometimes. He can make poor decisions, but he can still be sincere when trying to reach out to somebody. So I think that he was sincere in that situation. You may not agree, but I think we can just agree to disagree. Thank you for your comment, though. This person says both are toxic individuals. I think certainly both have some higher level of toxicity than the average person has. And, I find that sad and unfortunate for them because I want the best for everyone in the world. And I think, most people do. Some shared the horrible thing he is continuing to do to a young ex-Scientology member, blackmailing him with his own story that he escaped. Aaron has pushed it to the point. He has reported it to individuals that say their foundation helps ex-Scientology members. It's so very sad to hear this. Aaron is dangerous to many others, abusive from what has been proven, the victims of Scientology, and now Aaron. This person says, where's the proof? Serious question. He told the story. Sorry you missed it. It's all coming out. Aaron was talked about Louis Repetto, the individual that asked Aaron to warn the community, and he refused. In fact, Aaron now says he wants to go to Toddy One Skip and tell all for hours. It's going to clear things up. And this person says, I don't feel sorry for either of them. This person says, thanks for keeping this thing succinct. I've noticed how ex-cult members often struggle to keep their post under an hour even, presumably as a function of their religious education. I actively avoid so many Church of Scientology channels these days because of the drama, whether genuine or for views there. As you say, it is an additive to my life, so no thanks. Okay, I'm going to stop here. I agree with you here. I can understand why some of these content creators, such as Aaron or Nora, have such long videos. Okay, a lot of the money that they make is from viewers and from the time that is uploaded. I don't think that there's anything wrong with them making money from their videos. They're putting effort into it. No one forces other people to watch it. There's a lot of people who subscribe and watch their videos. And, thank God, if you believe in God, for YouTube to give the opportunity to spread your thoughts and, in some cases, make money. As I said at the beginning of this video, I'm not currently monetized. I'm going to work on it. What I need to get is more view hours up. But I'm not going to just make content to get that up. I'm going to make content that I think informs people, and if it reaches the right people, then I'll get that those hours up, and I might become remonetized. So thank you very much. I'm going to end now. I appreciate your time. Subscribe if you haven't already. Be sure to leave a comment, and I'll get to it sometime. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.